Hello, it's Dr. Sarah. Thanks for joining. This is a soul writing exercise that you will need your pen and you'll need some paper for. It's called A New You, and it's all about spring and connecting with rebirth and regrowth. And why? Because in the Northern Hemisphere it's now springtime. It's the spring equinox this week, and I've been sent some beautiful flowers. And we're in the midst of a lot of chaos and panic at the moment as a result of the coronavirus and the impact that it's having on our economies and our jobs and our mental health. And one of the things that I think that this time of year always reminds me is that the earth keeps on spinning, the flowers keep bursting full of joy into the environment around us. And for as long as they are still growing, then we're still growing too. And we still have the opportunity for change. And that can start in a very small way. And it can start with us. And that's really the most powerful thing that we can do. We can always look at how we can change ourselves. There's a couple of things that I wanted to just reflect on before we get going. Firstly, back in 2004, I had a brain injury, which a lot of you know, and I was faced with panic in my own world and a lot of chaos. And luckily, I was a meditator and I had the ability and the tools at my disposal to find some calm and stillness and serenity within that. And I think that really helped me to heal and to find my own new me. And as I was doing that in 2005, I painted this. And as you can see, it's an image of it's a version of me. It's the spring version of me, the new me that I became after the brain injury. And there's a dove of peace here in the hand. And there's some butterflies, if you can see, flying around in the painting, and lots of daisies as well. And I don't know if you can see, but the image has a connection right through to the crown chakra. And I was doing a lot of meditation connecting to the crown chakra at the time, which connects us to our divine selves. So I'd like you to connect now to your breath, because the breath is a vehicle that we use to go inside. And we're also going to use a great gift, which is our imagination. So you might want to recall the butterflies and the dove of peace and the daisies. And you might want to also stay connected to these beautiful tulips, because we're going to use them as we go inside now. So closing your eyes, we're going to go inside and find a new reflection of you. Pen and paper ready and close by, and in a few minutes I'll ask you to pick them up and make some notes. So breathing in and breathing out. And making your breath slow and steady. And letting all the thoughts just drift away. They'll come back now and again, but keep your focus on the breath. And letting go of identities. Mother, daughter, son, writer, cleaner, cook, programmer, whatever they might be, just let them go. Let go of the to-do list and bring all of your conscious awareness to the breath. And enjoy that sense of new breath moving in through your nose and just letting it go through your mouth or through your nose, whichever's more natural. And imagine the breath moving all the way from your nostrils all the way down through your diaphragm, down into the soles of your feet, getting a good sense of your feet on the ground, because we're going to go for a walk in our imaginations. And I invite you to walk with me towards a yellow gate that opens onto a beautiful field full of tulips. Stay connected to the breath. And imagine that you are walking towards the field of tulips. And before you get to the field, there is a yellow painted gate. At this gate I stand, and as I am the gatekeeper, and only you can pass through this gate, because this is your gate of abundance and renewal and rebirth. This is your gate of your new you. I wait and open the gate and invite you to walk through. And on the other side of the gate, you have a feeling of complete contentment. And you find that when you connect to the breath, you can breathe in just a little bit deeper. And you take in a big breath, and you can smell the beautiful aroma of spring flowers, sweet and strong and full of newness. And beneath your feet, you can see there are daisies on the grass path, which leads in the distance to a pond. And you stay focused on the breath, breathing in this beautiful yellow light that is radiating from the tulips all around you, this beautiful field of lemon and yellow tulips. And you walk with the daisies beneath your feet on the grass pathway. And you listen to the birds in the sky tweeting and twittering, so happy that it's spring. Time to lay eggs, time to birth and grow. Connecting with the feeling of vitality and rejuvenation in your body. You walk in this beautiful, bouncy, grassy path towards the pond, bringing your awareness to the breath all the time, breathing in this beautiful, clean air in the countryside of your imagination. The brain responds to the imagination and the inner pictures in our mind as it does to the external world. And so spending a little bit of time here in our inner world, in this environment of health and rejuvenation and renewal, gives our brain a bit of a time off to relax, gather itself. So connecting with the breath and this clean air, you find yourself at the pond. And you kneel down by the edge of the water, and I invite you to look in to the water, and you can see it's completely still like glass, and you can see the reflection of the blue sky above. And you can see some birds, some doves of peace, reflected as they fly across the blue sky, their white wings outstretched, enjoying this new spring day. And I invite you now to look at your reflection. And look down with your eyes closed initially, just hovering your face above the pond. And when I open your eyes, you will see a completely new you staring back at you. You can be anyone you want to be. You can be Tina Turner, you can be a goddess, you can be a character from Star Wars if you want. You can be a flower, you could be a tree. Open your eyes on the version of you that you want to connect with. It might just be you with a big wide grin on your face, ready and willing to step into your new sense of vitality, spring into your new version of you. So open your eyes and whatever the reflection, smile, and you will see it will smile back. You will be smiling back at yourself, connecting with this sense of newness, of rebirth, of possibility, of infinite possibility. And notice 3 things now about your face, or about the energy of what you see in the reflection in the pond. 3 things. Maybe it's that you look particularly happy. Number 1. Maybe you have, for hair, you have branches or petals of flowers coming out of your hair. Perhaps you can connect with your energy. Do you feel particularly peaceful, particularly calm? What do you see in the mirror of the pond, in the mirror of your soul? What can you see in the reflection in the pond? Now reconnecting with the center of your being, with your heart center, breathing in, connecting with the breath, and now slowly opening your eyes and picking up your pen, and note down these 3 things. Note down the reflection of the new you in the pond. Note down the 3 things that you noticed, the 3 characteristics that were most obvious or that stood out the most. Note them down. And now spend a few moments just reflecting on this experience and writing down how you felt and what you experienced. I'll leave you to continue with that. Please join me for some more soul writing exercises at soulwriting.co, or you can find me on YouTube or Instagram. This is Dr. Sarah. Enjoy connecting with your new version of you. Thanks for joining.